In this series I'll be showing you how to crochet these two frogs, the dancing and diving frog, the lily pads and lilies. For the lily pads you'll need green cotton or wool for the lily pads, for the lilies any colour you'd prefer, and I also used a bead for the centre of the lily. Now we'll start with the lily pads. The small lily pad we work 2 rows, and for the larger lily pad we just add another 2 rows. We start with a magic loop, as if we're doing a chain but pull it loose, and then work 4 chain into the circle. We'll work 1 treble, which is yarn around the hook twice, in through the circle and pick up a loop, yarn around through 2, yarn around through 2 and yarn around through 2. Now we're going to work 6 double crochet. So a double crochet is yarn around your hook, into the circle and pick up a loop, yarn around through 2 loops and yarn around through 2 loops. So 5 more double crochet. Now we're going to work 3 treble. Now 6 more double crochet. And 2 treble. And then we join with a slip stitch in the 4th chain. And pull the tail to make our circle as small as possible. For row 2 we're going to work 4 chain, and a treble into the same place as the chain. Into the next stitch we'll work 2 treble, and then we'll work 2 double crochet into each of the next 6 double crochet. Now we're going to work 2 treble into each of the next 3 treble. And then 2 double crochet into each of the next 6 double crochet. Now we'll work 2 treble into the next stitch. Now we don't join, but that's our small lily pad, so we'd fasten it off there. I'm going to continue on to make a large lily pad, so I'll do the first 2 rows the same as a small lily pad. And for the row 3, I start with 3 chain and turn, and I'm going to work a double crochet in the same stitch, and then 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches, and then 2 double crochet in the following stitch. I'm going to repeat that all the way around. So 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches, and then 2 double crochet into the following stitch. So I'll work that around and I'll come back and show you the final row. Now that row's finished, so now I'm going to work 1 chain and turn, and I'm going to work 1 single crochet in each stitch around, just to neaten it a bit, and so I've got the right side up. Just like that. So I'll do that and I'll be back to show you how to do the water lily. Now that's what our 2 lily pads will look like once they're ironed. For our water lily, we start with a magic loop and work 1 chain. Into our circle we work 6 single crochet. and then pull the circle tight and slip stitch into the chain. Now we work 9 chain. And then we slip stitch into the next single crochet. And then 9 chain. And then slip stitch into the following single crochet. And just work 9 chain around. Slip stitching into the next double crochet. And then you slip stitch into the base of the first. Now I normally end up with 7 petals. I have again, which is good. Now I slip stitch into this stitch here, just in there, and then I work 7 chain, and then I slip stitch into the top of the next stitch, just under where we slip stitched. Just in there, the top part of the single crochet. That will make our petals stick up. And I do that all the way around. 7 chain for the petals, and then slip stitch. Once I get round to the beginning of the row, I slip stitch into the first, near the first petal. And fasten off. That's our water lily. These, the bottom row, first row, will sit out, and these ones, the second row, will sit up like that. So I'll end it off and I'll come back and we'll attach it to the lily pad. Now to attach my water lily to the lily pad, I'm going to use a bead. So I'll just stitch the bead on through both layers, through the water lily and the lily pad. I need to have a fine needle to fit through the bead. Now there's our water lilies done. If you enjoy my video, please like, subscribe and share. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.